So good morning all. So today onwards our online class start. So here during the normal class I teach the database management part, means that SQL part I already teach, is not completed, and the debugs I teach that Python part. So this is your syllabus. So here, so this is your syllabus. 14 mark from Python, 10 mark from computer network, and 20 mark from database management. Total 70 mark. So here, so during this online class I am going to complete this syllabus is entirely classified into three only. First one is called Python part, second one is called network part, and third one is called database management, means our SQL part. So here in the second part, the unit 2, to contain this much syllabus we need to complete. So this is only theory concept only. So here if you study this one you get more mark. So here, this is the syllabus of our computer network. So first we need to study the evolution of networking, then introduction to computer network, what do you mean by computer networking, evolution of networking, what do you mean by ARPANET, NFSnet, internet, like that. So in the during that plus one we already study one figure of the evolution of networking. The same figure also we need to study in 12th class also. The next one, data communication technologies, the concept of communication, the components of data communication, what do you mean by server, what do you mean by sender, receiver, message, communication media, protocol, etc. So then we need to study what do you mean by bandwidth, data bandwidth rate, IP address, switching techniques. So here this is important. Switching technique is important. There are mainly circuit switching and packet switching. One more switching is there. Message switching is also there. So you need to study that also. So then after that we are going to study transmission medias, wireless and wired, different types of transmission media. Then in wired we need to study twisted pair coaxial cable, fiber optics, and in the wireless we need to study radio wave, microwave, infrared wave. So then after that we need to study about networking devices. What you mean by modem, Ethernet card, RJ45, repeater, hub, switch, router, gateway, Wi-Fi card, etc. So these are called networking devices. After that we study network topologies, then different types of network. So here the topology means best topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology. Too many topologies are there. Then different types of network we need to study: PAN, LAN, MAN, WAN, etc. So then finally we need to study about different types of network protocol: HTTP, FTP, PPP, SMTP, TCP/IP, POP3, HTTPS, Telnet, then voice over IP, VoIP, like that. Then we need to study the GSM, GPRS. Then 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G technology. Then after that we need to study about the web services like www, HTML, then XML. Then what do you mean by domain name system, domain names, URL, website, web browser, web server, and web hosting. So this is the you need to study. This is a syllabus. You need to study the syllabus. So today's class I just start about the computer network, just introduction only. So you have our Sumida Arora textbook. So here chapter number 11. So this is the textbook. So here this was just one introduction only. The first page it gives some introductions only. What do you mean by computer network? Simply. So look at that. Here one figure is there. Here one figure is there. So here two or more, by the definition it is clear that two or more autonomous computing devices are connected to one another in order to exchange information or share resources from a computer network. So which means that autonomous computing devices. And what do you mean by autonomous computing devices means? Here it is given here. It means that no computing devices on a network can start or stop or control that devices, which means that this is standalone devices. So too many standalone devices, that is called autonomous. Two or more autonomous computing devices connected together one another, means that it may be connected together by using wired or wireless. So what is the use of connecting? In order to exchange information or share resources, form a computer network, that is called a computer network. So more than one autonomous devices or computer devices are connected together to form a computer network. This is a definition for what we mean by computer network. So here one example it is given. For example, if in your home you can connect your smartphone or your laptop with your smart TV or printer. So here this is also a network. So this is it is connected by using cable or using Wi-Fi. So here more than one devices are connected together to form a network in order to share network devices and resources. So here look at that. Here one example of a network is given. So here a Wi-Fi router is there in the middle of that one Wi-Fi router is there. So by using, so that router is connected all the devices like that. You are using Ethernet cable to connect printer, then to connect computer 1, computer 2, computer 3 by using Wi-Fi, and it is also connected that one modem, broadband modem by cable. So like that, this is the simple form of a network. Then so here downside it is specified that what is the advantage, what are the advantage of network and the disadvantage of network. So here advantage means, first advantage is share resources. So here once a network is formed, such printers and scanners we can share, that is called resources. Resources is nothing but the equipments such as printers and scanners. So this is cheaper than buying an equipment for each computer. So assume that in a lab it containing 10 computer, so it is very expensive to buy the 10 printer for each computer. So to avoid that, what we just connected it all the computer via network and connect that printer also in that network. So say then all the computers can use that printer. So this is called share resources. So this is cheaper than buying equipment for all the computer. So this is the first advantage, sharing resources. So second advantage means share storage. So being able access to the file from any machine on a network can share the data. Share storage means, so for example a computer containing one file, so if another computer want to that file, can be also take that data from another computer if it is connected together or if it is connected by a network. So in a network there are 10 computers are there, so they can be easily exchange the data also. So then next advantage means can be share software. Software means no need to share install a software on all the computers, so we can share the software by using this network technology. So here software can be installed centrally rather than on each machines, which means that no need to install that software on all the machines, installed on a central machine only. So here a software it is used to limit the number of copies being run at any one time, which means that no need to install the software on all the computer which is connected together. So in a central computer we can connect, means install that software and use. So then last advantage means improve the communication. So messages can be sent from one computer to another computer. So this is the main advantage of network. So here next one, what is the disadvantage of network? So the systems are more sophisticated and complex to run. This can be hard at cost and you may need to specialist staff to run the network, which means that for example in a network, in a lab there is a computers are connected, so or in a networked, so then we need a one specialist staff to run that network, that is called a network administrator. So we need an extra cost also in order to set up that network. So this is one disadvantage of that network. If the networks are badly managed, the service can become an unusable and productivity false, which means that so there is a network but it is not used correctly or it is not managed correctly, then the services can become unusable and productivity fails. So which means that if the network is there, you should manage it properly. So then next disadvantage means if the software and files are held centrally, it may be impossible to carry out any work if the central server is fails, which means that we already studied that in a network. So if you are install all the files and all the data to a particular machine, if that machine is fail, then what happen, all other computers are connected in a network, they can get the data. So this is the main disadvantage of a network also. So next one, file security is more important, especially if they connected to one's. So which means that a network, assume that a network, so it is connected to a wide area network, it is connected to an internet. So here our file security is also important, file security is also important. So here you need to protect that network from the different types of viruses. So this is the main disadvantage of network. So here advantage and disadvantage of networking. So here just introduce the network, what you mean by network, then what are the advantage and disadvantage of network. So hope you understand today's class. So here make the note, the same note you can make here, network, what you mean by computer network, then draw this figure also. Then you need to write the advantage and the disadvantage of network. So here the remaining, here look at that. Here this paragraph you need to study. These computer networks are very useful in many ways. They facilities resource sharing. So everything I explained here is enhanced communication, cost reduction, resource sharing. So here so you can write one questions like how computer networks are used to resource sharing, enhanced communication or and the cost reduction. How it is possible via computer network. So how it is possible via a network, the resource sharing, enhanced communication and cost reduction. So then write this answer and send via WhatsApp personally. So here this is your today's task. So hope you understand what is network and what is advantage and disadvantage of network.